Welcome everyone back to North to Prem. In today's episode, well, we've got some interesting bits. So we obviously played our first two games in the league, and as you can see, we've been very, very good. We're on a massive winning streak at the minute. We are top of the league by 12 points, just the one loss and the one draw in the league. Other than that, we've had some mixed result in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy, obviously with us rotating. We're out the League Cup, which you knew before, and we played our first game in the FA Cup first round against Warrington Town of National League North. Only just managed to get past them 2-1, but we've done a lot. We've done some business as well. So since the 8th of August, we've brought in quite a few new players. In terms of outgoing, Sheik Ridgewell, I think you probably already saw he went out on loan. We've brought some players in, so we'll take a quick look at them. So Jacob Wakeling came in on a free contract previously of Peterborough. He signed for 500k at one point. Didn't actually play quite a few games in League 1, 2 goals in 4 in the last season. Didn't really get much of a chance, but he's came into us. He's not really been much of a goal scorer, but he's been providing. He's been playing more on the, even though he's probably more of a striker, he's been playing more on the left-hand side. So he's got 6 assists, so he's doing okay. He joined us on a £925 deal till the end of next season. Then we got an international star. Mykola Shaparenko joins us, the Ukrainian full international, 38 caps for Ukraine with a value of just over 5.5 to 6 million. Crazy stuff there. He's only a good League 2 player though, so this must come from his reputation, from the fact that he plays internationally. He's formerly of Dynamo Kiev, having not played a lot of football at all. Well, didn't play at all last year, so I don't know why they suddenly didn't fancy him. I mean, he's not that good, so maybe that's why, but he's good enough for us. So he joins us on £1.5 a week till the end of the season. No optional contract extension there. We also got Joe Anderson, 25-year-old English centre-back, on £975 a week till the end of next season. He joins us from Sunderland, having played a bit in League 1 with Shrewsbury and away in Australia as well in the A-League. So he's looked quite good at centre-back for our level, which was obviously a position we were a little bit weak on. Jordan Anderson joins us on £1.5 a week till the end of next season. He's shown as a good League 2 player, formerly of Rotherham, Bristol City, Barnsley. Lots of championship experience as well, and he's had to make the step down to get consistent game time, but he's been very good since he's came in and got fit. And then Tyler Blackett, who, if you saw the Plymouth rebuild, with the Wayne Rooney Plymouth rebuild, you know we signed him in there. So the fact that he's joined us down in League 2 shows you how good he is. He is formerly, obviously, of Man United as a youngster, had some time out on loan, but recently been at Rotherham. Reading signed him for 800k. Reading is very interesting. We'll talk about that in a second. So all that means he joins us on £825 a week on a 1-year deal. He is very much just going to be a potentially could be a starting centre back, but he's definitely a second choice left back. But other than that, I mean, he's done okay. He's the newest of the lot, so he hasn't really played too much. And like I say, we're doing really well. And because we've been doing really well, we have had a little bit of interest in us. So Crawley of the National League, if I can click on what is happening? If I can click on this, there we go. So Crawley, who are down in 19th in the National League, tried to put an interview in for us, but we're not taking a step back. We definitely don't want to go to the National League. And then Morecambe, who were bottom of the league in our league, in League 2, also tried to entice me to come. And I don't know why, with a very similar budget, why I would want to drop from a team in first to a team last. That wouldn't make any sense. However, as you can see, the big must respond in the top right corner. We have had one very interesting job offer interview. So Reading of League 1, 17th in League 1, have offered us an interview. Now, we had an interview last time. So obviously we had a bit of interest from different clubs at the end of last season. I think Wrexham were interested but never really put a bid in. And Mansfield of League 2 did put a bid in. In the end, we've probably done the best thing, because Mansfield are actually down in 20th and we're top of the league. The bonus of Reading is, if you look at our club versus theirs, we've got 25 grand wage budget. Their wage budget is advertised as £185,000. Yeah, it's big difference. They're a 2.5 star club. We are a 1.5 star club. We have below average training facilities. They have, where's facilities? Excellent training facilities, great youth facilities, good academy coaching. And I don't know where do you see stuff like, I don't know, maybe you have to look in the league, I guess. If we go to, where is it? Stats, teams detailed. Where is it? Salary. Where's salary? Salary per annum. So Reading are 5th. So they're actually the 5th highest spenders in League One with 7.86 million annually. Whereas we, on the other hand, are, I think we looked at this before, we are third bottom in the league, just over $1 million. It's a big difference, very big difference there. We're definitely going for this. If we get this, it's a no-brainer. It's a massive step up. They are 17th in League One, so not really probably too close to being relegated. It's still early enough in the season where I think if we can kind of turn it around a little bit, we can probably try and get into the playoffs, potentially to go up to the championship, but that's probably a big ask. It would just be a case of probably rebuilding in January as much as we can. And the fact that it's November means we get a bit of time to actually see the players before we have to make an adjustment on them. And one of their strikers, Sam Smith, is actually one of the top goal scorers in the league, so they don't have an issue scoring goals. And he scored a decent amount of goals, 12 in the championships. They're actually newly relegated from the championship as well. Actually, it seems like they've yo-yoed a bit, because looking at Sam Smith, yeah, they've been yo-yoing up a little bit. So since the game started, they were, 23, 24? Football Manager 24 it will be. So they were down in League One. They then got promoted through the playoffs if they were 4th, but then they came straight back down. So they are very much a team that are kind of going up and down a little bit, but I would fancy us to definitely be within a good shout. So it looks like it's kind of a close league anyway. I mean, Sheffield Wednesday are top, but it's only by 2 points below the playoffs. And then, you look at it, it's quite a close league. There's no one really running away at the top. There's no one really falling away at the bottom. Anyone's within chance of changing it around. So I definitely feel like it's one of those leagues where you could come in and do quite well if you can string some results together, because I mean, looking at it, we're 15 games in and the top of the league's got 4 losses in 15. That's quite a lot for a league leader anyway. So we are definitely going to go for this. We would love to get this job. I think this would be a massive step up for us. It would be a shame to obviously leave Peterborough Sports, especially with us doing so well in League 2, but I feel like we are going to hit a ceiling. I think with Reading, we could really, really take that step up. But anyway, hello, Destro. Thank you for agreeing to speak to us so we can put forward our vision for the club and allow you to suggest any alterations should you become our new manager. Let's get it going. You've so far only managed one team. I am tremendously loyal. We know this. You've done some highly impressive work at your current club. It has been highly impressive. We won the National League North. We got promoted. Did we win National League? No, we got promoted in the National League playoffs, and now we're top of League 2. So we are on course for 3 back-to-back promotions. So I want to take the next step in my career. I want it to be here. Are you willing to assure us that you do a better job? Oh, yes, very much so. Love working with Director of Footballs. Yes, absolutely. As part of the recruitment, no, I don't need any budgets. I'm happy with the staff. I'm going to gut the entire staff, but I don't need a budget to do it. I don't really mess with the staff too much. So they just want us to work within wage budget, grow the club's reputation. I guess you would do that just by being good. And they just want us to finish mid-table, so there's no urge to get in the playoffs or anything like that. And they really don't want to do much else besides being mid-table. That works for me. If I would, mid-table, that's fine. I think we can do that. A transfer budget, £11 million? 11 million. We've barely had over $1 million in the bank balance. Never mind a transfer budget of 11 million. Yes, that is fine. Proposed wage. Okay, that's a little less than what they said. They said it was 185, but 158. That's fine. Nope, nothing else. Just give me the job. All right. That seems like a good interview. I also looked at it, and Plymouth are also interested in us, which is interesting because they're also in League One, and we did the rebuild with them, and we got them up to the Premier League in 2 videos. So that could be interesting as well. I don't really want to do Plymouth just because we have done that rebuild, but I guess it would still be a step up. It wouldn't be the worst thing. If we don't get this job and Plymouth came in, I would definitely take that as well, because I imagine it's very similar. It's actually a little bit more money, so it's pretty similar though. So I'm happy with how things are going. Also, don't forget with Reading, they do actually have our boy Kamani Ryan as well, so we'd be able to actually play him. He probably wouldn't be good enough for League One anyway, but you never know, we might use him. I mean, it's a huge squad at Reading. I would love to get my teeth into this and knock this down, but get rid of about 40 players because I like a small squad. This is crazy. They've got a huge squad. huge. Well, it would take some time to go through this, and I really want to do it. So hopefully we get that. In the meantime, we'll obviously continue to play some games, but we won't play any on camera. So we'll play some League 2, whatever. We'll just, however many games it takes to get a response from Redden. And then if something interesting happens, like another job interview or something like that, we'll come back for that as well. Otherwise, we'll come back for the outcome of this interview. Well, that's severely disappointing because we spent so long talking about it, but Redden have actually came back and said, we're not getting the job. I thought we were quite good. I thought we were good for it. But apparently Kieran McKenna's the man they've gone for. He was a coach at Fulham. Why was he? I'm not sure why, but they've gone for Kieran McKenna. Obviously did really well at Ipswich, taking them from the League One to the Premier League. So I can't hate it, but it's a little bit disappointing. I thought we could have done some good stuff there. But yep, Kieran McKenna's got the job. I mean, his reputation's a little bit better than mine. 3 stars. It's disappointing. Obviously, we do still have that interest from Plymouth. Don't think there's anything. I guess Salford in League One would maybe entice me. I guess maybe, but that's even a maybe. They're bottom of League One, so they're really doing quite poorly. If Plymouth come in, I'll go for the interview. But yeah, that's a bit disappointing. I actually really wanted the Redden one because they just had a massive squad, and I wanted to sell them all and rebuild it. But oh well, forget it now. We did win our last game. We only played the one game in between, so we did win. Beat Northampton 2-0. So I don't really know what to do now. Do we? You know what? I'll probably just. Oh, I don't know. I think we'll probably just do a 1-game episode. So we'll come back for Crawley in the FA Cup if nothing happens between now and then. Because yeah, I mean we're flying in the league, so I don't feel the need to show us doing well in the league because we're flying. So we'll do Crawley, who obviously came in for us, but we don't want to go down to the National League again. So yeah, if nothing comes up, hopefully Plymouth come in or another job comes up, because I feel like it is the time to make that big step up. But apparently, we're just not a good interviewer because we didn't get the Mansfield one, we didn't get the Redden one. I feel like we're just getting passed over by more experienced managers, which is fine, but our history speaks for itself. Playoffs in the National League North, won National League North, playoff success in the National League, and now we're top of League 2 as a newly promoted side with only 1 win and 1 draw, 14 wins from 16. I mean, we're obviously good. So I don't know, it's a little bit disappointing, but there you go. There's nothing really else besides the Plymouth job that's really too interesting. So I guess we'll just see. I would like the Plymouth job. I think it's even more money. The only downside is that I feel like I've already managed them, so I kind of know a lot of the players, but it would still be good because it would be like a more thorough rebuild, I guess, rather than the just the 2 rebuild videos that we did. Well, there you go, literally 2 clicks away, and the one club who were in League One who didn't show any interest in us have actually come in. Nicky Butt, technical director of Salford's, come in for an interview, and I need to think about this one because I think it is a step up still. I don't think it's as big of a step up. I think we're probably in a better place than they are. We're top of League 2. They're bottom of League 1. So it's only 1 place separating us. They're only 4 points out of the relegation zone with a game in hand. So they're not terrible. I'm not sure it's where. Do I really want to go to a team that's bottom of the league? We're doing really well. Do I want to go? I mean, they've got a lot of players on loan. It's an interesting one. There's no one really standing out as like, oh yeah, they're a good player. So I feel like I'm not sure on this one. I'll go for the interview. We'll do the interview, but if we get offered the job, I might think about it because I'm not sure on this one. I think I'm just going to give you the same answers because yeah, I'm good. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm good. Motivator. As part of the no, I don't need to. Don't need anything. So what do they want to do? They actually want to avoid relegation. Okay, so it's a hard avoid relegation. Fair enough. No, I think that's fair. I think that would be enough. See, that's a massive downgrade. Redden was 11 million. These are only offering 878k. Yeah. I mean, the wage budget's okay, 100 grand. It's still bigger than ours, which is like it's 4 times bigger than ours. But I'm just thinking like that next season, like we're not going to take the team from bottom of the league to the playoffs. That's not going to happen. So next season, we're pretty confident we'll probably get at least automatic promotion with Peterborough Sports this year. So is it really that different? Whereas I felt like with Reading, we might be able to get playoffs. I feel like with Plymouth, we might be able to get playoffs. So we might be playing in the championship next season. Whereas with this, I mean, they're so far away, there's no way. I guess the difference is only 4 points between us and Redden, so maybe, and there's a game in hand. So it's really only 1 point if we win that game. I guess it's not too different, but I just think, if you look at the season preview, I mean, Redden were meant to finish 5th, Plymouth is 7th. Salford are newly promoted as well, and 13th. So they are definitely underperforming, but they're not underperforming as much as those two are. I don't know. We'll see what happens with Salford. If they offer us the job, we'll have a long, hard think about it. I'm not overly convinced by it. I mean, the facilities are really only average as well. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. We'll see. If Plymouth come in, then I think we'll hold out for Plymouth. Otherwise, we may take it. I'm really undecided. I'm really undecided on this one. So it's all kicking off. Salford have offered us a 2-year deal, £1,300, which is basically double the wage we're on now. And the board have come in to try and basically keep us there. Yeah, I don't know. What do we do? Because I don't really want to do either. I don't really want to refuse it. I don't really want to, walk away from this. So the way that I see it is we have interest, and there's some other jobs available that are much better jobs, obviously all the way up to Brighton in the Premiership, but I don't think we'll be having any Premiership clubs into us. But Blackburn and Lincoln of the Championships are interested as well, and that would be a massive step up. Plymouth as well in League One, that's still a better offer than Salford, so I don't really know what to do here, because I kind of don't want to do this, but I'm not sure if those other clubs are going to come in for us, and I don't really want to refuse. I don't know. So if I refuse, will they try and sack me? Right, first of all, can I delay? So I will delay this. Would you like to delay this? Yes. Delay that. Salford have agreed to delay. Okay. What happens if I refuse? Nothing. I'm not sacked. Okay, that's good. So I'm not sacked, but I haven't signed for Salford. That's exactly where I want to be. Okay. Okay, so Salford have actually put a bid in. How would I go about that? If I wanted to go, like, say, okay, now I want to. You just got to wait a week. There's no way to go in for it. There's no way to say, like, okay, yes, I want to do it now. You've just got to wait the week. Okay, well, we delayed it for a week. That's fine. For a week to think things over. That's fine. I don't really want the Salford job. I want someone else to come in for us. If in a week's time no one else has came in for us, I'll probably decline it in the hopes that we can get something else. Because I think we can. I think we can get a black. I mean, they want Bristol City's manager, but then that would make the Bristol City job available. They want Millwall's manager, which would make the Millwall job available. Plymouth want Andy Ross. Okay, he's assistant manager at Chelsea, so I guess that wouldn't really make it. But I guess he's wanted by Blackburn and Plymouth. Am I not that wanted? Maybe I'm not as wanted as I think I am. Carl, he's wanted by Sunderland. Well, Sunderland have no interest in us. What about Skabala? Okay, he has no interest, but he's a leading candidate. I'm very confused. I'm going to back myself to get a better job than Salford. I just think top of League 2 versus bottom of League 1, it's just not worth it. Right, so while we've been just progressing, let me show you where we've been up to. So I think it was the Northampton game before, so we beat Chesterfield 6-0 in the league. Quite good. We beat Spurs under 21s to qualify for the next round of the Pizza Cup, or the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. We then beat Gillingham 1-0 in League 2. I mean, we haven't conceded a goal in 4 games. So we're flying, we're absolutely flying. Salford, the week hasn't fully gone yet, so we don't need to reply to that. But we have had a couple more interview offers. So this time, one from Carlisle, who are up in 50. Well, up. They're in 15th in League One. Martin Kelly's currently doing the caretaker management job. Not really too interested in that. 91k. I mean, not really like Carlisle anyway, being a Hartlepool fan. So probably gonna go for this one, but probably not really gonna worry too much about it. Probably going to be a last resort. Yeah, I'm very loyal. Don't care about this really. Good relationship. Yeah, I'll look after the finances, whatever. My reputation, I know I can get the job done. Love a director of footy. Don't need a budget. What do they want? Mid-table. Yeah, of course. Right, fine. You said mid-table, now you're saying top half. That's fine. See, the transfer budget's nothing. Wage budget's okay, but transfer budget's nothing compared to some of the other stuff. Right, not bothered. That's fine. Not too interested. Not true interested in Carlisle, to be honest. I think that's probably even less than Salford just because of the link with Hartlepool. So, yeah, not too interested in Carlisle. Don't really think they've got any outstanding players at that level. He looks okay, actually. Bobby Clark, he looks good. You know what? Maybe they're okay. Jensen Weir, I know him. Yeah, no, it's okay. I guess it's a decent squad. Harry Lewis, yeah. I know some of these lads. Niall Ennis, he's a Football Manager regular. It's not the worst squad. I'm much more interested in the Lincoln one. Bottom of the championship. 170k, so they're not actually spending that much, which is probably why they're bottom of the championship. But I know some of these boys, Jack Watmore, Cameron Burgess, Josh Coburn. Yeah, I know these boys. I'd much rather have the Lincoln job. I think out of everything, this would be the one I would want the most. Championship as well. I'm loyal. I want it to be here. Yeah. Always got a good thingy with the 300 fans who turn up to Peterborough Sports. I'm going to be here forever. I'm a good motivator. I love a director of football. Don't need a budget for the staff. They want us to just avoid relegation, so don't finish in the bottom four, and I think that would be more than acceptable given that they're rock bottom at the minute. No, just avoid. Yeah. Okay, not a massive transfer budget either. 920. Yeah, that's fine. 143k on the wages. That's fine. No, I'm good. I mean, that's League One levels. That's like low League One levels. They must be. Where are they on the season preview? Okay, they're expected to finish rock bottom, so why are they sacking their manager for finishing? I mean, they're miles away. This would actually be a bit of a job. This would actually be a bit hard, I think. They're miles away from it. 11 points outside the drop. That could be difficult. But I still think it's a big. It's a big step up. Oh God, they're in rotten form. They won on the opening day 3-0, and then from there it's just gone really bad. They're in rotten form. Why am I looking? That's the wrong league table. They're in rotten form. This would be difficult. They should be thinking like just if you don't stay up, it's fine kind of thing. I mean, these are League One players, aren't they? Ethan Hamilton. I'm sure I could work my magic. Gabriel Osho. I mean, that's not a championship. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. None of these look like amazing offers, do they? I think Blackburn are also interested, but they haven't done a... Blackburn would be the best. Oh, Blackburn would be huge. 475k. Come on, I hope Blackburn... David Washington in the championship. Wow. Okay. Yes. Blackburn... Come in for his Blackburn, but we'll. I think after these, we're definitely going to reject. We don't want to go to bottom of League One when we go to bottom of the Championship. To be honest, I'd much rather just go to Carlisle than Salford at this point. So I think in terms of ranking, we want Lincoln top, then Carlisle, and I think I'm going to reject the Salford one when it comes back because I think we can do better. Right, it's all happening again. Literally 2 days after, Lincoln came straight in for us, so they're very desperate to get us in. It's an interesting one. I don't know. Because I still would rather go to Blackburn, but I don't know if they're going to put a bid in for us. It's very up in the air, but I don't want to wait with Lincoln. If we want to get in, we need to turn it around now. We don't want to be waiting. It's a championship club. I think I've got to do it. I mean, they're going to offer us $6,000 a week. We're on £675 a week. There's no way we turn this down. At the end of the day, it's still a massive uptake, isn't it? 145k from 25k. I'd rather go to Blackburn. I just don't know if they're even going to offer us the job. That's the problem. I mean, they're looking at a manager who's managing Bristol, so in the Premier League. So they want a Premiership manager, whereas apparently Carl Robinson's favourite for the job. That's interesting, but he's manager at Millwall. It's the Championship. the thing is, I'm not sure if we can can we actually keep them up, because they want us to actually keep them up. It's not even just enough to. I mean, they're not really spending a lot either. They're expected to finish bottom. That's what's worse. It's not as if it's not like they're bottom spenders in the championship as well by a good way. 7.2 mil. Oh, is this a death trap? Could we get sacked at the end of the Lincoln season? But then again, I thought that's a Jared Bowen. It's Jaden Brown. Okay, I misread that. I don't know. I'm really debating. It's a step up from the League 2 to the Championship, though. I feel like you've got to just take it. You know what? I think I'm up for the challenge. I think I want the challenge of taking on a team who aren't doing very well. So it's only a 2-year deal, so nothing crazy. Can we have $7,000? Okay, they're really desperate because they just said yes. Oh, you know what? It's a massive step up. We're getting way more wage. It's a bigger wage budget. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be a hard job, but we need to test ourselves because we did it with Peterborough Sports. Obviously, they weren't in such a bad state as this, but you know what? It's 2 divisions up. We've got to do it. We've got to do it. Saying goodbye to Peterborough Sports, and we are saying welcome to Lincoln hire Destro FM, in a move which is sure to spark plenty of heated debate. Destro FM has left Peterborough Sports to join Lincoln FM, who famously knocked out Bolton in the FA Cup in 2024, will no doubt be hoping to provide similarly memorable moments in stepping up to a bigger club. We need to do immediate success at the Liner Stadium, having stepped up from his previous standing to take sole charge, and we'll need to hit the ground running if he's to win over those who believe his appointment is a questionable decision. I've won National League North, I've got playoffs in National League, and now I'm top of League 2. I'm on course for 3 back-to-back promotions. Why would this be questionable? I know it's a bit of a step up, but whatever. Seamus Coleman was apparently considered to be favourite for the job. I don't think it was. It was the Millwall manager. Apparently, after you spotted attending an interview. So they interviewed Seamus Coleman and decided I was a better fit. I love that. FM rejected the offer from Salford. Peterborough Sports will now be looking for a new manager. Lincoln have now suffered 6 straight league defeats, and the relegation candidates find themselves bottom of the championship. Right. So, history. Yeah, it's not great. Media prediction 22nd. Again, a lie. Craig Shakespeare, rest in peace, is the assistant manager. Well, he'll be assistant managers from beyond the grave, unfortunately, because he's actually died this season, for those who don't know. The one who was obviously at Leicester and things like that. He doesn't have a picture in the game, but at least not on my pack, he doesn't. But yeah, no, that's kind of sad because obviously he's obviously passed away in real life, so that's a bit weird. But we're going to keep him here. It's alternate universe. It's Football Manager. We don't care. So yeah, I mean, I know a couple of these lads. Coburn, obviously from Middlesbrough. Osho we had in the Plymouth rebuild, though we didn't really use them. Burgess, Hamilton I know of. Is that Finley? No, it's Dara Burns. Oh, Finley Burns, okay. Oh, we got Mark Duggan, our old boy. Our boy who we're not using a Peterborough spot, so he's never going to be good enough. Right. I'm surprised it's not just attempt to avoid relegation, because they're really far out. They're really down. Right. No. Big job on our hands. Right, we're going to do this next episode. Lincoln Hire FM. Yes, playing time. Don't care because we're going to be changing everything. They've got a lot more supporters. That's a good thing. We'll do all this next episode. So, yeah, that's the end of... there's no one even in the squad. That's the end of the Peterborough Sports run, unfortunately. So we'll just take a little quick look at them before we leave. Let's just do it through the leagues. So go down to League 2. So Peterborough Sports, we are saying goodbye to Simon Bassey. Don't even know who he is taking over as caretaker. We'll keep an eye on Peterborough Sports at the end of every season. We'll just see how they get on. I mean, they're probably still going to go up, but we did work wonders there. I think we were doing really well. I don't think there's anyone I'm going to take, to be honest. I don't think anyone's willing to is probably able to make that step up. No, I don't think any of them. Maybe one of these lads. No, I don't think any of them are ready to step up to the championship. So very unlikely that we take anyone from our former club. But we've got a big job on our hands. So financially, they're doing okay. They're actually overspending on the wage budget already. Right, we're going to have to do a big clear out. Oh, it doesn't look like a good squad already. I can already see I can already see it. Dynamics must be in the toilet. Okay, it's not too bad. given the fact, and they've got a lot of unhappy players. Once new deals, you put them in the league, right? We're going to sort all this out next episode. We'll have it all sorted by next episode. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I know that it's actually a rare episode where we actually haven't had any games, but it's all kind of kicked off with the interview. So yeah, so there we are. We're on a 2-year deal till 2028. So exactly the same length we had at the Peterborough Sports contract. But our first move all the way up to the Championship. Hopefully we don't regret this and we don't come crashing down into League One and then have to share League One with Peterborough Sports, because that would be embarrassing. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And in the next episode, we will kick off our first new episode with Lincoln in North to Prem. And I hope you'll see you all for that very soon.